What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Locks presented by Scores and Odds. If you haven't checked it out already, just making bad life choices, going over to scoresandodds.com where you got picks from me, Nancy, Dino, all the greats. Plus, you get access to our nice little prop shopping tool right here where you can see exactly what we have projected for each individual prop, plus where the best lines are at. And most importantly, you get access to Grant's Action Lounge. What is Grant's Action Lounge? Well, it's my Discord where I'm throwing in all my picks each and every day. Just go to scoresandodds.com/Discord to get on in there. We got some baseball picks going. Let's get right into it. Zach Gallen over 18.5 outs. I found this line at plus 160 over bet 365. I think it's something similar over there right now. Gallen, been rough the last few starts. Still don't mind it at plus 140. But he's had some tough matchups over the last two starts. Prior to that, he hit it in like 5 out of the prior 6 games. Gets a matchup versus Colorado. Colorado, while you look at plate IQ, you look at their numbers overall, they're really not that bad. But that's because half their games are being played over in Coors Field. When you go with their road stats, look at WRC plus, 77 WRC plus, second worst in the league so far this season. Have not been great versus righties, have not been great overall. Gallen should be able to cruise in this spot in an easy matchup here versus the Rockies. Ryan Weathers over 15.5 outs, plus 116 at Caesars is what I got it at. Let's see what it is now. Plus 115, you can still get it at BetMGM. Weathers, not a great pitcher. Doesn't go particularly long into games, but really this line is solid. Matchup versus Miami. His numbers overall this season have not been great, but he's had some tough matchups. We'll go and pull up his page because I also have this over on strikeouts. So I had a match versus the Dodgers, Mets, Atlanta, Washington, low strikeout team. That's more apt to his strikeouts, but he's hit this over in 3 straight starts. Obviously, these 2 are relief innings. But we'll go mid-90s pitches. Like locks have been a little bit better when you consider his matchups going up against Braves, Dodgers, Washington. So I'm rolling with that. I'm rolling with his over on strikeouts, 3.5. I got it plus 130 over at Betfred. It is currently at plus 115 over at MGM. That's moved a little bit. All right. I think about it, plus 115. Again, he's hit this in a few starts this season. 2 out of 4 or 2 out of 5 starts, but again, all tough strikeout matchups. So should see some positive regression there. Jake Irvin under 3.5 strikeouts. This one might have been moved way too far. Minus 120. I definitely don't bet at minus 150. Minus 120 still not terrible. Irvin, not a particularly high strikeout rate guy. Gets the worst matchup on the board. He's been struggling with control real badly. You can see that 15.8 walks, 15.8% walk rate on the season. Matchup versus Dodgers versus righties, 11.2% walk rate on the season. See all this green when it comes to walk. You see all this green when it comes to strikeouts. Obviously, Muncy in there and Martinez struggles more with walking the lefties and more with control versus lefties than righties. Going to be facing Freeman, Muncy, Hayward, Peralta, or Outman. Just not an overall great spot here. Low strikeout guy. I'm rolling with the under. Tyler Anderson under 4.5 strikeouts, minus 125 over at Caesars. I got it at. This one might also be just done for. Minus 154. Probably wouldn't take it at that. But Anderson, tough strikeout matchup here. Hasn't been particularly high strikeout guy. Chicago, while they're not great, they're worse versus lefties. Look at the K rates beginning of last season, 19%, 9.8% walk rate. So overall, it's not a great spot, but again, probably not in play too much. Before we get to the home run bets and my last strikeout bet, mention our sponsor, Shady Rays. If you haven't checked them out already, independent sunglass company, awesome product, great warranty. If you lose or break a pair, don't worry, just tell them. They'll send you a brand new pair. No questions asked. Plus, they have over 20 million meals donated to fighting hunger with Feeding America. And if you don't like them, 30 days, return them for a new pair, or return them for a refund within 30 days. No risk. That's it. Exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving away their best deal of the year. Go to shadyrays.com and use code ROTOGRINDERS for 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself. The Shades rated 5 stars by over 200,000 people. Let's get some home run bets. Well, the people really want George Springer to hit home run plus 925. I know he has not been great this season. I understand that, but guess what? He's too good to keep doing this. He is a solid home run hitter. Just has not quite been there this season. Has not been great this season. Should end up getting a little bit of some positive regression. Plus 925 silly odds going up against Hauser. Hauser is a guy who gives up a ton of hard contact, not a ton of fly balls, but the hard contact's there. All he has to do is get the ball up in the air. Ball can leave the yard. Adley Rutzman, favorite of mine, whenever he's going up against a righty who's not great. And he happens to be going up against a righty who gives up a lot of hard contact, a lot of fly balls, 40% and 37% to lefties over the course of the season, or since beginning of last season. Rutzman has solid pop. We got hit him on Friday at plus 1075, and now we're getting him at 1125. Absolutely silly. Last up, Bobby Witt to hit a home run plus 625. Witt, solid power numbers, solid hitting weather. It should be 80 degrees over in today? Over in St. Louis today. Let's see what the exact. I checked last night. 85 over in St. Louis today. So solid hitting weather. Bobby Witt, matchup versus Mikolas, gives up a lot of hard contact. Not a ton of fly balls. Not too much power, but still some power. Main thing is Witt, big fly ball lean, sitting at 45% since the beginning of last season. Witt, solid home run hitter, already has 9 on the season. Decent chance of going yard here. Last up, Sandy Alcantara, under 5.5 strikeouts. I got a plus 110 at Betfred. You can find similar elsewhere. Sandy, let's see, plus 115 over at BetMGM. Gets a really tough matchup here versus the Padres. Padres, highest walk rate team in the league, below average strikeout rate team. Alcantara, not a huge strikeout guy, has struggled a little bit this season, sitting at just 21.6% at 4.34 xFIP. Always been a big ground ball guy, but you look at all these walks, top to bottom, everyone is patient. Going to get up the pitch count. Strikeouts are not really huge in this spot here. I'm rolling with the under. But that's it. That's the show. We'll be back again actually at 5 a.m. this morning, Eastern time. So just check out the Scores and Odds YouTube page in the morning, and you can see all my bets, get them in before the line ends up moving. There's just too much movement on a lot of these. And I have a crying baby, and the games start early, and I don't get enough sleep. So, yeah, we're doing it a little bit earlier. Going to give it a try. Get you guys some really good line movement. That's it. That's the show. We're out here.